New tonight, it is a new program geared toward helping people in our area become homeowners. News 3's Shana Ferreira is joining us now with a closer look at this homeownership grant that is new to Chatham County.
Ben, it's a new homeownership grant that's not only up for grabs for homeowners in Chatham County, but also Bryan and Effingham counties as well. Bank of America is pledging $5 billion over the next 5 years to make that happen.
Savannah was identified as a market that would have a need, and that is part of the reason that we're doing what we're doing in those particular markets.
Homeownership for those who would normally not have the chance.
We're just asking the question to the community, what would you like the power to do for you? And one of the things that we keep hearing is, help us own a home. We understand how important that is. A lot of people can afford a mortgage payment, but saving for the upfront cost of purchasing that home can really be a challenge.
So Bank of America is stepping up to help families in Chatham, Effingham, and Bryan counties.
Now we are providing up to $17,500 to qualified buyers in select areas to help with these costs. And we're definitely pleased that the Savannah market is one of these selected areas. And there are only 3 counties in Georgia where home buyers can be eligible for the down payment grant and America's Home Grant.
It's all to address a major hurdle in the process of buying a home: the down payment and closing costs.
The different programs can be not necessarily complex, but I think it would be best for individual buyers to speak directly to one of the lending specialists. So, there are some qualifications. There can be some income limits, and obviously, some credit score requirements. So there is more than one thing that they would need. The focus on providing affordable home ownership to low to moderate income and to multicultural markets. And the Savannah market and some of the surrounding counties have been identified as having that need.
Now, this program is available now, and anyone who's interested is encouraged to check with their local Bank of America branch to see if they qualify. Shana Ferreira, WSAV News 3.